All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's going to be a quick show. Don't want any brothers to be edified, lifted up in the spirit. This is what came up this morning. First Chronicles 16 and 27. Glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. Read that again. It says, glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. And it's speaking of, when I read the whole chapter, is King David speaking on Yahweh, Most High. And there's a lot of gems in this. But I'm just going to, stick with the... Matter of fact, let me go up. This thing was great. It says 24, declare his glory among the heathen. How do we declare the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua among the heathen? By presenting our life as a living sacrifice, by calling upon the name of the Lord, by representing the Lord fully. What we have, the nations wish they could have. All right, that's why you have Numbers, the 24th chapter. I believe it's Balaam and Balak. All right, the king told his sorcerer to curse Israel, and in turn he blessed Israel. It's like there's nothing that you can do to these people. All right, so we're set to glorify Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and I named some of it. Going out in the highways and byways, while the world's looking for something spectacular, out of this world, and the miracles or the miracle work is already in play, and they don't even know. That's power. His marvelous works among all nations. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods. All right, so all gods are nothing, which is going to say, for all gods of the people are idols, but the Lord made the heavens. And that's the difference between our God, what I mean by our God is you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, our God is the God of gods, the creator of all. Just because we're seemingly not in a good condition, but the position that we are in is perfect in the sight of the Lord. Because the Lord is going to raise up his people and show the nations who he's been really dealing with. So everything is happening is for the glory of the Lord. All right? It says, glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. Give unto the Lord, ye kindreds of the people, and give unto the Lord glory and strength. And when are they going to do that? They're going to do that on their own accord? Or they're going to say, you know what? Let's stop worshiping all these other gods and let's worship the God of Israel. Okay? Without getting them ass beat, without them beaten out to submission. They're not. They're not going to give the glory to the Lord. That is not their job. It is our job as a people of the Lord to represent the Lord on earth. All right? Got a couple of precepts that went with this. I'll make this short. Psalms, I like this one. 16 and 11. Was it 16 and 11? Yeah, Psalm 16 and 11. But the point, I'm going to go up. Psalm 16 and 8. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is my right hand. I shall not be moved. And that's the added, once again, majority of our shows is going to be prophetic. But a lot of our shows also is exaltation, in the sense of, which everything we do, when you do a show of prophetic things, that's exaltation. Because this nightmare is coming to an end. All right, this nightmare it's over. It's over in the sense of Once this thing start, there's no turning back. There's no going back to anything. All right, it's just gonna get worse and worse. But this worse and worse is gonna get at the end result is what we all want. All right, the transition of power is at play. Therefore, my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope, and that's why we're resting in hope. All right, even the vehicle that we use every day, that is majority of the time is a burdensome. All right, it has its days and it has its moments, but it's the contention that we always dealt with. We deal with the flesh and the fleshly things that drives our mind and spirit crazy. But verse 10, it says, "For thou would not leave my soul in hell." So, which is going it says, "Neither wilt thou suffer thy Holy One to see corruption," which that was talking about Yahushua, because his body didn't see corruption, which his body did not decay. But you could apply, "For thou shalt not leave my soul in hell," because America is hell. All right. The Lord is going to redeem his people, give his people the restitution. The Lord is going to revenge his people in the shores of America. All right. This is what the Lord promises he's going to do. He says, thou wilt show me the path of life. In the presence, it says, in thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. So read that again. It says, "Thou wilt show me the path of life." Are we not in the path of life? Are we not in the path where we live? We're dead to this world. All right, this world means nothing to us. The only thing, or the only people that matter to us, is our fellows, the Akim and the Akwath. All right. Hey, even our own families are turning against us, and they will turn against us. People that we call friends, they're gonna turn against us. Okay. So the Lord is leading us to a path of life. Okay. Matter of fact, Matthew's 10. It just popped up in my head. Matthew's 10 and I'm gonna go to the point. 38. "And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it." So if you find your life in this world, you're gonna lose it. Everything is gonna be lost. Did the show on the bank account? Can you imagine? You'd be fortunate just to have X amount of money in there, maybe 4 digits, the most you have in your account. But imagine you put 5, 3, 7, and up. Your whole life you work to get rich, and then in one day, that 7, 6, 5, 4, all right, hey, 3. I don't know who will have an account with two digits in there, but all that should be gone in one day. And then what do you have? You lost everything. All right. But in the flip side, it says, "And he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." So we lost a piece of us in this world. All right. We lost that. That worldly part of us is dead or dying. Okay. But in turn, we are alive. All right. Because the Lord is leading us to the path of righteousness. All right. He's leading us to the path of life. Okay. Matter of fact, there is another scripture. Okay, so I'm gonna be kind of all over the place because it's coming as I'm going. Psalms 119, I think it's 124. No. I'm sorry. Psalms 119, and let me see if it's 119. Nope. It's in this chapter. Give me seconds. Psalm 119 and 105. And that's why I have that was in my head. I just it is what it is. It says, Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, a light unto my path. And there you go. So the path that is written for us, the path of righteousness, the path of life that the Lord promised to his people, mainly his servants, the elect in these latter days. Back in Psalms 16 and 11, it says, that will show me the path of life, which the path of life is keeping his words, doing what he told us to do. Our sole purpose is not to serve ourselves. Our sole purpose is to serve Yahweh Shai on earth, to be the heralds till Yahweh Shai's coming. That is a great deal. It says, in thy presence is fullness of joy. And at the end of the day, this is a joyful thing, man. If I'm a pastor always to say that if you go out there in the highways and byways and you're like, it's just Saturday, and you look and your mindset is on that point, I got to go out there like it's uniform, then you're not in it for the right thing. Because it is joy. It's the most exciting thing in the world. Although the world can placate it and put it low, like, oh, you're just one of those guys, you know, Bible guys and this, that, to the third. It may seem corny, but this is joy. Because at the end of the day, what do we know? We know everything. We know the reasoning why we're in the condition that we're in. We know the reasoning why things don't work our way. And no matter what happens to us, we know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The mission is at hand. The mission that needs to be done. So we have purpose. Yet these people have no purpose. All right? It says, at thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Because the Lord has plenty of things for us to learn. I was thinking about it the other day. Well, I was thinking about it all the time. But in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be like scientists. All right? We're going to be seeking knowledge in the highest level that the mortal mind cannot comprehend. We're going to know everything. All right? We're going to go out to search the galaxies, the universe. It's so much things that the Lord here on earth we don't even know. And we never got the full experience of it. We're going to go through all of that. That's the pleasures of the Lord. All right? His people to enjoy his works. Psalm 63 and 3, it says, because thy loving kindness is better than life, my lips shall praise thee. So the Lord's loving kindness is better than life. And no matter what we go through, everything that the Lord do to us and for us is merciful if you're Israelite. All right? Thus will I bless thee while I live, and I will lift up my hands in thy name. So the Lord's going to bless us. All right? Salakia. We're going to bless the Lord as we live in. Because there's no glory in the grave. There's no reasoning for us to be in the spiritual world where the Lord has angels to present themselves to the Lord. But here on earth, this is where the job is at. This is with the hot gigs. You know, everybody's looking for that one job. You know, the job that you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to be put on this one job. Like, yo, if I get this, I'm good. This, that, to the third. Well, guess what? This is the same thing, same application here. We on earth, we're alive. We're not alive because of ourselves. We're alive because of him. So since we're alive because of him, let's represent him here on earth. Represent his name correctly. Praise his holy name. All right? Don't shun it. Don't hide it. Praise it. Because the Lord's presence is, the glory of the Lord's presence is beautiful, man. And it says, my soul shall be satisfied with marrow, and fatness my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips, when I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches. Because that has been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. And we're going to get to that point when we're going to rejoice in the shadow of the Lord's wings. And when is that going to happen? In Jacob's trouble. When Jacob's trouble is the world's trouble. Jacob's trouble is the nation's trouble. Okay? The elect of the nation of Israel is going to be rejoicing greatly. Because the scripture says, my servant shall eat, my servant shall drink, and my servant shall be, it says, happy shall that be. Like when, what's that? I'm thinking of Job, the 5th chapter tells you that we're going to be rejoicing in the time of famine. Okay? All the tears, all the sorrowfulness in this time, everybody else out enjoying themselves, having a blast, sinning, doing whatever the hell they want to do. There's no consequences, repercussions of their acts. They just like to get better. Things just go their way. All that shit was for nothing. Because when it really matters, when it really comes down to it, there's only one time when it's really going to be that great. That's when all hell breaks loose. A lot of people is going to just be a statistic. A lot of people are just going to be not even a name. All right? Everybody's out here trying to, glorify their names, glorify their status, how great they are. And that day, scripture tells you clearly, people are going to be like dung in the street. When you see dung in the street, you don't ask, yo, who was that? What dog shit it there? You don't ask for that name. That's going to be a nobody. All right? These people are clout chasing and so forth. So when that time comes, they're not going to be in great rejoice. But the men of the Lord, the men and the women of the Lord, they're going to be in great rejoice. All right? They're going to be rejoicing because they're going to be in the shadow, the protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Daniel shall stand up for the people. Divine intervention. All right? My soul My soul followeth hard after thee. The right hand upholdeth me. But those that seek my soul to destroy it shall go into the lower parts of the earth. So all this plotting against the Lord's people is gonna, and the persecution, all right, the slander, all of that. These people are they're gonna be wishing they're gonna be dead in that moment. The scripture says, "Many shall seek death and not find it." All right, they're not gonna find death because the Lord is serving these people up the perfect ending. All right, and the perfect ending for the elect is life in itself. See, was that it? I think that was it. I'm ending off on this. I did another sideshow on top of what I was doing. That's how it happens. It's back in 1 Chronicles 16 and 27. It says, "Glory and honor," because who's going to be honored in that time? The saints. All right, the saints of the Lord, which are Israel. Okay, they're going to be honored for serving the Lord, or in His presence. Strength and gladness are in His place. Give unto the Lord, ye kinsmen, the kindreds of the people. Give unto the Lord glory and strength. Give unto the Lord, and the glory due unto His name. Being an offering, and come before Him. Worship the Lord in the beauty of His of holiness. Fear before Him all the earth, the world also, shall be stable, that it be not moved, which means what? Nothing, earth, nothing in existence is going to destroy this earth. No matter what Esau says, meteorite, nuclear destruction, this earth is going to be here forever. Because the Lord's will, he willed it. All right? It says, let the heavens be glad and let the earth rejoice. Let men say among the nations, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua reigneth. All right, so with that, it was something that was a scripture of the day. Know one of you brothers edified, exalted. The Lord's time is coming. And when the Lord's time comes, the people of the Lord is going to have the same glory as well. So with that being said, shalom to the elected nations. Shalom.